we done with cures and going back to being human, or is that still going to be a possibility for the rest of the series?
Well,
like,
I can't say that we're done with it. I mean, we're done in that there was one cure and it was taken. We are done with the other side. So the options for how to cure vampire are pretty limited, if not non-existent. So.
To play off of that as well, so, doppelgangers have been a really big theme in the show, and Elena and Stefan love doppelgangers, but I feel like they bring such an interesting element to the show. So are we really done with, seeing doppelgangers?
Well, we get to play in the doppelganger land every now and then when the story dictates it and the actors are geared up for it. It takes a lot out of them and out of production. You're basically shooting every scene twice, and then there's visual effects for all the split screens. And so last season we called the Year of the Doppelganger. It was really driven by Catherine and her humanity, and then introducing Amara and that whole story. And of course Silas launched us into the season. So I think for now the Doppelgangers have been put to bed, if nothing else, to give our team a nice little break where they only have to play one person at once.
Now, I heard you talk a little bit about next season and how you're kind of making some changes. Can you talk a little bit about the shift next year and what you're doing?
Well, interestingly enough, it's not like we're making big changes so much as we are consolidating the tone of the show back to what we love so much about the first two seasons, which is mystery and suspense and and character drama. So there's a great mystery at the center of the year, which we're very excited about, and we're really going to get to explore all the characters individually and all the relationships individually in a way that gives us some breathing room without having to kind of top ourselves with the mythology that we left off with.
Talk a little bit about some of the new characters that and some of the faces that you might be seeing again.
Well, let's see. We've got a slew of great new characters. We've got Colin Ferguson coming in to play Trip Cook, who is actually seemingly a nice guy who's just trying to teach the 18 to 21-year-old kids in Mystic Falls how to be community protectors. They've got a nice town. It seems fairly benign now. There's no supernatural element, and so he and Matt Donovan hook up and create a nice connection with each other, a nice father, absentee father kind of relationship. And then we have the role of Dr. Josie Robles, who is going to be played by Jodie Lynn O'Keefe, who is terrific, and she's a doctor at the University Hospital. And Elena, one of the things we'll learn in the first episode back, has really thrown herself into pre-med, just like her dad. So Jo will play, an important role in her life. And then we have Chris Wood is playing the character of Kai, who is very mysterious at this point. We won't even meet him until episode 3, but he's going to be delicious and intriguing, and we're going to have a lot of fun with him. And then, of course, we have our beloved Alaric and Enzo rejoining and joining the cast of series regulars. So it feels pretty good to have those boys in our lives as well.
to stay around. It's finally kind of like a representation of the LGBTQ family. So is he going to stay around, or should we not hold on hope for him to survive such a...
Well, put it this way: he and his twin have a pretty good storyline that we've got cooked up for them. We talk every day about how to create some sort of long-term place for him in the show, a relationship, something like that. We still haven't cracked it in a way that makes it that it will demand the story that deserves to be told. But we don't have any plans to get rid of him anytime soon.
So Steroline was hinted at at the end of last season. Is this something that we might possibly be seeing?
Well, I think that maybe by the very end of the season, Caroline was starting to question her feelings and wonder, hey, we're such good friends and we really trust each other. And she was surprisingly jealous as we got towards the end of the season of his seemingly renewed attachment to Elena, which turned out to not be true at all. But I think she surprised herself with those feelings. So when we come back in, she'll be dealing with that a little bit. And how she deals with it, it's a bit surprising mostly because of the choices that he himself has made in the 4 months that we have passed since the end of the season in dealing with the loss of Damon and Bonnie. Yes, indeed. Where he is, why is he there, what is it, and how does he get out, and how do they get out, are the big questions that give us the first run of episodes in the season. And we've developed quite an interesting world and context for them. And the two of them together, it's going to be a lot of fun because, of course, they love and hate each other pretty equally.
So they will eventually get out.
Well, I mean, I don't want to spoil the whole season, but it won't just be the Kat Graham, Ian Somerhalder storyline for the next 2 years. We'll be able to bring elements of our team back together over the course of this season. We just started shooting the second episode. Yeah, but we've got scripts for about the first 7, so it feels good. We're ahead. That never happens.
We just talked about the relationship with you and CW. I feel like Vampire Diaries have almost come to launch CW and vice versa a little bit.
We actually have a really good relationship with the network. It started when Dawn Ostrup was still there. She's the one that put Vampire Diaries on the air. But when Mark Pedowitz came in, he was a legit fan. He made a point of watching all the shows that he was taking over and called us personally to say that he had really, really, become attached to the Vampire Diaries universe. And he was the first one to mention the word spin-off. So we have a mutual trust. And it's very atypical. I've never had a relationship with a network like this where, we can talk things out, we can debate things. They will trust me and I will listen to them. But there's always that in the moments when we don't necessarily agree, they'll say, look, you've proven yourself and we believe in you. So it's really a beautiful, beautiful connection. So I'm very grateful for that.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.